I don't know if we're live. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Goodness gracious. Uh, Mike, you tell me if you guys let me know when you can either hear me or see me. Oh, there goes that. Okay. AB is good. Holy says. Okay. Mike's a little grumpy. Um, he really enjoys going live on the go. Okay. He is good about, I hope. He's letting me. Let's just say that. Honey, you're letting me. You're letting me. We have a couple of quick updates. We are getting on a plane, so you can see things are busy for us. But, okay, wait. I'm upside down here. Okay. No, it's not a massage chair. It is a really cool chair, though. So they have what's called, what is this called? The Freedom Lounge. So if you've been a veteran in the US, you come here and they don't have alcoholic beverages, but they have super comfy seats. They have chips and snacks and sodas and everything. It is so cool. And Mike's a veteran, and they said, "Okay, is she married to you? Is that family?" And he kind of looked at me, and I'm like, "Let me in." So we have been hanging out here at the airport. We're getting ready to get on a plane. That is why we couldn't. Yeah, it's super cool. And so it's been pretty packed, and everybody's telling their stories. And I mean, it's really nice. So, anyway, name the lounge again. It is the Freedom Lounge in the Detroit airport. We are in Detroit. We have finished. Mama and Papa Cowlazars are all moved, or items are going across the country. So, we are all set. I'm not going to be looking at my phone, guys. I'm kind of doing this on my own. Mike says he'll chime in when he's when he wants to. So anyway, we just there was enough updates that I just wanted to do quick and say the updates that we have, because there has been, I think, some developments since the last stream, which was yesterday. So since there's updates, I wanted to give them. I have some directly, and then no, can Huli, shame on you. Shame on you. You must be getting into the pumpkin cider. No, we don't like that. He has a joke with the kids, and he does that, and I think it's gross, and I just no, I'm not okay with that. Ooh, my hair is just okay. So here we go. So I made contact with the LLC attorney. So did many of you. Thank you for sending me screen captures, and there's some pretty consistent messages, but some of them differ a little bit. And shout out to Stuck in Chaselandia, rocking it with a video this morning where he just showed the email. I wish I could, if I could figure out how. I will read some things, but basically I'm just going to summarize until we can get back to home where we can. I'm going to be creating PowerPoints. I am going to be creating PowerPoints, you all. This is what we've been waiting for, and so it's super exciting. If the lawyer is not accepting private bids, then why were we given his contact information? Oh, Sal, I have some thoughts on that. So let me get through for some of you that maybe weren't on social media today. Maybe you work, maybe you have a family. Let me give you the soundbite of what is, I haven't drank anything. I know, but holy, then you don't encourage wet willies. Don't do it. Okay, so here is what the lawyer Andrew Alvarado was given to contact in relation to the olive jar if you wanted to make a private bid. There is that isn't the case now. Some things have developed, but the things that he did confirm is first, he is the attorney for Tesoro Sagrado Holdings LLC out of Delaware, is what we have found out. We confirmed that separately, but so he is the attorney. He is representing the LLC that purchased the treasure chest from Jack Stoof. Okay, that's number two. So that means there is an LLC. He is confirming that he is the legal representative, the attorney, and the LLC purchased from Jack the treasure chest and its contents. He has said the treasure chest is at, this is shocking, Heritage Auction in Dallas. I want the vindication Okay. I was just being a little ornery. Okay. So it is there and it is going to be auctioned. The He will not comment. So it is going to be going up for auction again. So for many of you, this is just Captain Obvious. But for many of you that maybe were doubting, we do have now an attorney on record giving us kind of how this is going to work. So he will not comment on the specific process, contracts, etc. I think he did, at least with one, say there is a contract between the LLC and Jack, but he's not going to be commenting or providing that to anybody, which of course. But he did confirm they didn't do this just with a gentleman's handshake. They actually wrote up a legal document. Again, Captain Obvious, not shocking. He did let me know, and several others, he has not seen or inspected the contents of the treasure chest. And this is the big development. The big development is the LLC is not accepting private bids outside the auction. So what we were told yesterday developed. It looks like the group did convene and decided that the private bid process, which we said yesterday, email them if you're interested, that has now changed. It's going to be up for auction like all the other items. Okay. Mario, I don't know what that means. Okay, so here are the other things that I have been hearing and I've gotten questions to. So, and I think that Mike made a comment or two that was a little sarcastic, like, oh, they removed all the frogs. That was sarcastic for those of you that didn't know. So let me kind of summarize what I have known or heard at this point. So everything I believe is going to be sold or in the auction process, except for the treasure chest and the dragon bracelet. So items that are there are the olive jar, the golden nuggets, which Forrest told Sasha many years ago, that would actually be the most, because the one is so big, is like, that is the most unique of all the items, which is kind of counterintuitive to me. I would have thought some of the other items are more unique. But the discs, the frogs, the key is a question mark. Is the key going to go and stay with the treasure chest, or is the key going to be sold? I don't know. And then, the double eagle coins, etc. And then the gold dust has been divided up. And I think, this is my opinion, I think this is where they are saying they really want the search community to be able to get more of the items out to a wider spread. And you want to own a piece. That's going to be a smaller item that hopefully somebody that can't afford a huge gold nugget or coin or dragon or whatever, this just helps them be able to kind of have a wider spread to many more people. So so some are saying we can't verify. So we do have the pictures that Jack found on the day that he retrieved the chest, June 6th. And then we also have Dan Barbarisi's pictures. I know some people are saying they think this group, this LLC, went out and bought all of those items, and then they're going to try to pretend what's in the olive jar, etc. That is certainly possible. I just don't see that it's probable. Because right now, if this LLC group was working together to scam Jack and the family, I think Jack would be speaking up by now. That's my opinion. If you have an opinion that this is all an advanced scheme and Jack is just not aware and the family's not aware, maybe. I'm just saying, in my opinion, it would be near impossible with all of the sleuthing that you guys do. Once that auction goes up, we're going to be matching coins and we're going to be matching pictures and all of that. Okay, so I presume the key was to the chest. Yeah, the key is to the chest, and that's where Mike has said he thinks it's going to stay with the treasure chest. I thought it would go up for auction. So we don't have all these details. So we're going to just need to wait for Heritage to put out the details of the auction. So I think they tried in good faith to get out a little bit early to the search community, and they have been talking to a number of people in the search community. I think I'm up to 5 or 6 that have sent me screenshots of discussions that they are having with, I call him LLC guy because I don't know what his name is. And so, okay, so to summarize, the lawyer has confirmed there is going to be an auction at Heritage in Dallas. He is the attorney representing the LLC. They purchased the treasure chest and the contents. Heritage Auction will be announcing this auction that is coming up. The LLC is not accepting private bids for any of the items. Uh-oh. No, no, I'm not. I'm at a better one. I am at the one with Mike at the Freedom Lounge for veterans and families only, and it's super cool.
Did they say why they aren't selling the chest?
I have heard a couple different things, and I will just say eventually they have a plan for it. I don't know if the plan is to sell it at a higher amount, maybe a second treasure. I don't know. A second treasure hunt. I don't know. K-Pro, any idea of the sales price? I believe Jack, this is more rumor, innuendo, and opinion. Jack did not get what he was trying to get a year ago from Justin. That's what I have surmised by a couple of comments. But I don't know. I do not know the amount. Thank goodness. Let's see. Let me read my writing. I'm sorry, I did a bunch of chicken scratch. Okay, there has been a ton of public posts, private posts. Some are on Reddit, some are on Thor, some are on YouTube, some are on Discord. So this is not anything that I am saying that is shocking, except for I'm trying to put it all in one place. And then when this is enough news that I did want to put it out, because now we're going to be traveling. Yeah, and so some still might not believe it's at Heritage until it's on the Heritage website, and that's okay. I think this pretty much puts that baby to rest, in my opinion. But again, I knew a year ago this, and so now it's just kind of coming out. Let's see. Okay, I read all that. I read that. So it is a contract between the LLC and Jack Stoof. It's at Heritage Auction. There is a group, and that group is the one that's having to reach consensus. So maybe they had some initial thoughts, but then some discussions. It sounds like as early as today or yesterday, things change, because I did get the note rather late yesterday about contacting. That's why we were given the lawyer's information, but now some things change, and guess what? They own it, so they get to decide how this goes. Yeah, I wouldn't say dolts. I would just say we need to be ready to go. If a lot of people wanted to, no one. Okay, he's back asleep. Hi. No one bid on your coins. Is that what you?
Except for me, and then nobody run it up.
Yeah, don't run it up. Don't run it up. That's how it goes. Okay.
Let it go.
Hashtag let it go. He says, let go of his gold coin, he says. 100% confirmed. Well, 100% confirmed. The attorney has provided it in writing to several searchers, including myself, that Heritage is going to be selling or auctioning off the treasure chest. So there you go. There you have it. Let's see. Small items before. Yeah, and this is going to enable people that want to get small items to their families before Christmas. This will be right before Christmas. So there you go. The LLC guy is talking with many searchers, or I'll say talking or PM or corresponding. So, and it's pretty consistent at this point. The little nuances and the little differences, I think, are more interpretations of the game telephone. Like one searcher sent me something that he was told, and another searcher sent me something that he was told, but then we figured it out. It was actually an interpretation issue when it was passed on to me. So everything's been matching up pretty good at this point. Oh, I would like to give one bit of advice in case they are watching. And this is a shout out to no one but everyone. So I'm not, I'm just going to say this in general. I think when it comes to the olive jar, I think Forrest would have wanted that out, because remember what Forrest said, the kind of person that finds it is not going to be able to keep their mouth shut. I think there's something pretty exciting in that treasure chest. I don't know if there is a way, but if there is, I want to throw this out as a potential thought, not advice, or who am I to give any advice to anybody? If the person or persons that want to or win this have the notion that they're going to share it with the community, I don't know if there's a way to give them a little bit of an edge. And I don't know what that edge would be, or if they're willing to, they get a discount. I don't know what the logistics would be, but I think if the entire community would be able to get provided that little piece of closure, I think that would be somehow amazing to have happen. This LLC has said they are in it to, make money, which is great, but they also have a philanthropic piece, and they're trying to be really good to the community by letting them know and dividing some things up that normally wouldn't be. So there's lower priced items, etc. I'm going to take it that they are genuine in those thoughts, and that's amazing. And so if they do that, I just put out, I don't know logistically how to, if you guys have ideas of how in a public auction to give someone an advantage, if they are going to, or maybe they put it in a contract or something. I don't know what the something is. I'm just throwing that out. Put the idea down in the comment box, or when you put out I haven't watched YouTubes for a few months now, and like Second Chance Sunday, I got to give you another shout out because you put a video out, and so there's some really good ideas that are still all around this community, which is awesome. So anyway, get broke right before Christmas. I don't know. There's going to be a lot out. The question that I have, and I think it's a yes, but I don't have it confirmed. It looks like everything's going up in one lot in 30 days. So in like November, except for those like 2 items, but all these other items, I think pretty much confirm it is the Forrest Fenn treasure contents. So if they're all up for sale, maybe if they're all up for sale at the same time, maybe we could get a good deal on a couple of them. And then they get out to everybody. Wouldn't that be cool? And if you want to buy one and bring it to World Series of Fenn and have it as one of the prizes, I would be okay with that. And if anybody wants to earmark some time, we could always have it read at the World Series of Fenn. But that's coming up, Mike. So, Mike,
What's going on?
are you listening?
No.
He's watching TV, guys. Aren't you excited? Isn't this the most exciting thing ever?
I'm excited to sleep in my bed tonight.
He's excited to sleep in his bed tonight. Yes, it has been a rough couple of days. It's not rough. Like, we don't have it rough. It's just tiring. Yeah, we've been busy. So, of course, Packer Jacket's on, but we don't know all of the logistics yet. I'm saving for Forrest Fenn. World Series of Fenn 2. We're going to try to figure out dates. We need to talk to the poker room. The poker room is supposed to be opening this week. The new poker room, they're going to be huge, awesome. There's actually even a place to stream, but we need to get down there and talk to them. That's our holdup, and we have literally been out of town. Okay. Heritage would not give favoritism to any buyer. Highest bid gets the item. Yeah, and I wonder if there's a way. I know Heritage wouldn't, but is there a way? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud because I just think it'd be cool if this ending has been hard. This would be a really nice way to end, is actually having it shared rather than going into someone's vault and never shared. As of now, there is none of the items up for auction 11/11/2022. So as you hear the update, so it is not on the Heritage website. I think that's what you're saying. It's not on the public Heritage website. There was some information that was provided, and I will try to find the post and actually have it in the next PowerPoint. Of one of the searchers was told on Friday that they were issued a memo, and it said, say that you don't have any information right now and check back in the coming days. You could group bid on the jar. I don't think anybody can group bid. I think you can bid as one account, but if Adam partners up with, and I'll just go in order here, Brent, Backyard, David Crump, Silver, and however you fund it, there definitely could be. I don't think they care where the money comes from.
Adam says you could group bid on the jar.
I just said that. Okay, he liked that. Yeah, I meant that. Yeah. So, and that's what he meant. Absolutely. One person has to bid, so they would have to have an agreement. Guys, put your agreements in writing. This has already been so crazy. Please put your agreements in writing so we don't see another crazy situation happen. What happened to the olives? Funny Lover says. I don't know what happened to them. Make checks payable to the IRS. That's funny. Mike's not in a humorous mood tonight. And it's okay. Okay, that is really all I have. Get 100 people to give $500. There you go, Stuck. But getting a contract set up, getting all of that coordinated. I don't know, maybe a GoFundMe. I don't know. There's lots. Did we talk about how this is confirmed yet? Yeah, so the lawyer that was provided yesterday, Silver Fox, to contact about the bid, he has said they've changed directions. They are going to be doing that as an auction, but he provided in writing to at least 5 searchers that he is he is representing the LLC. The LLC did purchase the treasure chest from Jack Stoof. It was a contract between Jack Stoof and the LLC, and the items are going to come up for bid at Heritage in Dallas. To help for searchers not to compete with bidding with each other, make a list and let searchers pick an item so the others don't run up the bidding. That would help keep the items affordable. That would be amazing if that could actually happen. I wonder, wouldn't it be amazing if we could do that as a group? But if something's going really low, would someone come in and swipe at the last minute? Could we trust everyone? Now, not only have we confirmed with the lawyer's provided it in writing. If you go to Stuck in Chiselandia's channel, he has one up. One of them is on Thor. There's a couple on Facebook. I'm confident there's one. I'm not on Discord, but if I was, I'm confident there is one there. At least one, I would assume, but you guys can confirm if it's on Discord. I was sent several that said, please share this when you have a chance. I can't share it where I'm literally at the airport. And Douglas Preston will be in a tiny house bidding. Also proof on Discord. Okay, thank you, Holly. So basically, there isn't one person that they have got. They had a little bit different messaging at the beginning. Mike's a little ornery, not gonna lie. Mike's been a little ornery today. And now there's several that are just it's the exact same message, but a few of us, I think was a little earlier on. Okay. So there is the update. So I'm not going to go on and on. If you guys have questions, let me know, because that is really everything I have to report. So the lawyer has responded in writing to at least 4 or 5 searchers. They are all over. I'll try to get them all together. The attorney has provided in writing that he is the attorney for Tesoro Sagrado Holdings, LLC. The Forrest Fenn treasure and its contents was purchased from Jack Stoof to the LLC. There will be an announcement of a Heritage auction in Dallas, or an auction that is going to be provided by Heritage in Dallas.
You know when?
November 11th is what I was told. The lawyer did not say November 11th. November 11th is a tentative date from a couple days back, which is only like 11 days out. Is Mike upset Adidas dropped Kanye? What? I don't think his name's Kanye. Isn't it Ye?
No, I'm not upset.
He says it has nothing to do with Adidas, he says. November 11th seems super soon. I agree with you. I mean, usually there's months and months. I've talked to a couple people that do both sell and buy at Heritage. My guess is it's going to be pushed back a little, but I have no idea. I know, or I don't know because I haven't talked to them. I believe they wanted to make sure searchers had this for Christmas time. So maybe they're pushing it. I don't know. But this does seem, whether it's November 11th, 12th, December 5th, or January 22nd, it seems like it's imminent. I don't know. But that is only the day it's starting. You still have 30 days from them. So November 11th to December 11th, I don't know. So they will, he has not commented on the specific process of how they reached an agreement. He has not seen or inspected the treasure chest or the contents, and the LLC is not accepting bids like we thought yesterday. Is it 100% virtual bidding? Wholly at Heritage right now? No, you can go in and actually bid. I don't know for this, like, what is the inspection process? What is the provenance that's going to, and when Heritage announces this, that's what we're going to need by way of detail. And I think that's what they're probably working out now. That's my guess. So in my opinion, those are the next questions. Now that we're kind of validating a little bit more that it's actually happening, the questions that I know I have is, can you inspect the items, including the olive jar? Can you inspect the olive jar? Who does it take to inspect? If the items are going to go higher, how do you get like a normal account? I talked to a couple of the people that have Heritage accounts, and I didn't know the increments and how it's kind of like knowing the ins and outs of eBay. There are people that know the ins and outs of Heritage. And from what I understand, there's 3 ways to bid. You can bid by telephone, you can bid online, and you can bid in person. So there's 3 ways to do it. So I think we should get some of those people on the show. Like, I don't think technically, Packer Jack, if you're talking about Heritage auctions and how they auction, that's not Forrest Fenn content. I think the whole Capper Factory without violating Copper Dan's new rule, I think that can happen. And any channel. I think it would be interesting to understand this process. It's coming rather quickly. So that's what we got from in writing. If you guys can post it everywhere, or you don't need to post anything. Just go. K-Pro, are the buyers in the chat tonight? You do have to say who. I am assuming if I was the buyer, okay, one, I don't know. Two, I would assume they are trying to be in all of this right now because that's going to affect them, how this is kind of going down, how it's being received, that sort of information. Like we said yesterday, I think it was Jeremy. I'm going to shout out to Jeremy. He said, we need some sort of like outside third party confirmation. Like a lot of us are still doubting this. And then within 12 hours, we got it. So I'm assuming that they're listening to reasonable people. And Jeremy has his way of really wording things nicely to say, that's just all we need. And wow, we got it. Now, it didn't go out to the press. It didn't go out any particular way, but it did go to many different people. And some have already made videos. Okay. They close in 5 minutes. Okay, we have a 5-minute warning. The lounge is closing soon. Okay, so just know the next step for those of you that say, I think these are all fake items that are coming up, and this guy, even though he's a certified attorney, he's lying, etc. We have pictures from Dan. We have pictures from Jack. We're going to be able to do our due diligence. I think it'll be exciting when it comes out. When do the lots go up, etc. We don't know. I will, as you know, we'll go live anywhere and let you know when that happens. I want to keep this under 25 minutes, 26 minutes, because we now have to run to an airplane and we will be back home and settled. And Mike said last call, yeah, there's no drinks in here though, because I don't know why, because maybe they don't have that level of funding, but this has been lovely. You guys have a great night. If you know more, share more. Sharing is caring. Bye guys.